Welcome back, everyone. Homestead Survival Challenge, Episode 2. I just finished up the little field we carved out in the first episode, and I got looking at it and going, that is nowhere near big enough of a field. I'm in a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a panic mode, but I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do all this in this small space. So our number one consumer of field products is going to be cows and pigs, but cows for now. And I will need basically, a year's worth of food. So there's no way I'm going to get a year's worth of food out of there. Now that said, I'm not going to have very many cows, right? So that's gonna be an issue. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop working the field right now. Put this away for now. I was in a rush to plant everything, but I can't plant anything right now. Seasons won't let me plant anything. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the store, and I want to see if I can mow this grass. If you remember correctly, we had a real grass field here. It was all a real grass field, and I just turned it into a, I don't know what you want to call that. Just a meadow, just a regular meadow. And we're certainly going to be using up a lot more of that space, but if I can get up a bit of grass, then we'll have a start. We can get the cows going. Cows have to be 8 months old by the end of the year, so I can't wait very long to get them going. And I do need milk as well, so we're going to be buying, I want to say mature dairy cows, which is going to be a little bit expensive, but I don't know how many we're going to need. This is going to be the fun part, is trying to do the math on how to calculate, how much I'm going to need. Anyways, there's some nice cows here. I came to realize as I was looking at the map and looking at the products and stuff like that and the prices and the crop calendar, I came to realize this map has special crops on it. And special, I want to say more than special crops. There's some strange stuff on it that I'm not used to seeing, but I think we're going to avoid it. I really just picked this map for basics so we can do the challenge. You'll notice from the list of products that we have to produce, there's nothing fancy there. It's all base game kind of crops and products and stuff. So anyways, I'm just running back to the store here. We got some equipment, a lot of equipment to haul back, and I did not do any off camera. So I'm going to start by getting our mower and getting probably the tedder. And we're going to start with producing. Oh, the store is right here. I missed a turn. Yeah, we'll get a tedder, and we'll get, eventually we'll have to come back at the windrower and the baler. I do need something to move the bales around, so we're probably going to pick up, I assume we're going to pick up some kind of, I want to say like a skid steer or something, I'm not sure. Don't want to buy anything too expensive. We still have 125,000, but that can go very quickly. I need to also buy a water tank because we can start the greenhouses right away. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about it. It's probably good for us to be working on the greenhouses right now because they're not affected by seasons, right? So they can produce all year round. The beautiful thing about greenhouses. So I want to try this here. Let's see if we can pick up at least a couple of bales, and then we can get the cows that we need, get that started. We don't need the manure, so I'm not too stressed out about the straw. but it would be nice to get them some food anyway. And we'll start with, we only need to have 2 cows, 2 beef cattle, and then we need to produce a small amount of milk. So I think what we'll do, I'm tempted to do goats, to be honest. They're so easy to care for. They don't consume nearly as much as dairy cows. Maybe I should do goats. I'll need another barn though. I gotta think about it. Now, meadow grass does not at all, it's not nearly as good as regular field grass. So we're gonna have to take a bit of a hit there, but that's okay. That's okay, that's fine. Let's pop this in here. Let's see if we can do a good job in this series, keeping my stuff organized. I do like this little shed, it's kind of nice. It's only good for short things. There we go. Alright, I am going to start down here. We're just gonna head over here. I want to see what I can do. The grass field, I think we're gonna have to expand it right across to here. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's not gonna work. Nope, that's not gonna work. Alright, that's fine. It's fine. We had to go get this stuff anyway. So, yeah. Oh, one thing I can do, however, hang on a second. Not that. Come on, map. There are fields here. You're allowed to do contracts with your own equipment. So I want to see if there's any reasonable size fields that I can mow. The contracts will be baling. Baling is what I need, right? Let me think about that for a second. Oh, there's no contracts. Well, okay. I mean, there's a couple there, but nothing I can do. I'm a little scared now. I'm a little scared of what this is going to mean. I may have trapped myself. I gotta be honest. I'm a little worried I may have trapped myself to be able to get started in time. Most of the objectives can be done, later in the year and still make it, but the cows have to be purchased by latest March, end of March. Yeah, or May, or April, I should say. All right, well, let's get let me get a few things back here. It's going to take me a little bit. I'll do a little bit of a jump cut, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to bring next. Each one has to be delivered separately. I guess maybe we'll do them in order. Sequence. Let's do this guy next. The harvester is very slow. I know some of you are thinking, or might be thinking, I'm not sure. Why didn't I gather the grass off the field before I painted it over? I thought about that, but the thing is, I really wanted to start like I bought the property without a field on it. That was the whole idea of doing that, was I just bought a random piece of land, no field, no nothing on it, so that I could start with a clean slate. And that's really what I wanted to do. So, yeah, it's a missed opportunity for sure, but it's on purpose. It's on purpose. I had some good comments on the first episode. So basically, somebody looked it up for me. I didn't have to look it up, but this map, Ron Plateau, or Ron Plateau, I don't know. It is in somewhere called Thuringia, which I believe is Germany. So we're in Europe. I was right about the Europe part, but I didn't really know where it was. Okay, this is here. I feel like all I'm doing right now is just driving stuff around, so I think we're going to... This does not fit in there, that's for sure. Knowing, yuck. Yuck. I am gonna pop this... I don't know what I'm doing with this. Let's put it here for now. I don't have a shed big enough for this. It's kind of equipment that can actually stay outside. So let's shop. What do we got here? We got this great deal on another tractor. Don't need another tractor right now. What I would like, however, is some kind of water tanker so that I can cart water to the greenhouse. That is pretty important. Ooh, I got thinking about something. The D14,000 is a truck with add-ons. Let's look at that for a second. D1400, this guy. Now, this can use multiple things. It can be a low loader of sorts. It can be a tank, it can be a cart, and it can be a, what is this? This is just carries anything. Anything. This also carries pretty much anything. Wonder if I should get this, sell that trailer and just use this instead. I don't know. I gotta think about it. The truck itself is only 24,000. And then the tank will hold milk. 2 types of milk, buffalo and regular dairy cow. It'll hold water. And it is 6,000. I think we should do this. I think this sounds like a good plan. 24.5. Lindahl. That's funny. Yeah, I don't think we need to do anything. I'll keep the color and everything. Let's do this. Let's buy this. 24,000. And then we'll get what we need immediately, which is this guy. 6,500. Down to 94,000, and I will get probably this one. This one allows for much bigger capacity. Not that I'm going to need it. That's 9,500. Why is that cheaper than this one? Interesting. A deck loader. I will need this as well. Okay, let's go with that. Turn this off for now. Which I want to test something. Let's see. Oh no, I can't use workers. Never mind. I was going to see if a worker can drive it back, but I'm not allowed, right? Does this have a trailer hitch on it? No. I don't know if that was an option. I didn't really pay attention. All right, this will be good, I think. This may be all I need. This truck and that tractor, and that may be all I need. Well, no, that's not true. I think I need something like a skid steer. All right, let's, I guess we need to find water too. Let me pop the menu up to see if I can I'm not going to use one of those distributing well things. I've been using it too much lately. Get our own water. Gotta work for our keep, right? I just missed a pond, didn't I? Okay, let me turn around. Hopefully they don't mind if I turn around on their property. So some big sheds. We can't load up like here or something, then we can put a well on. I just don't want the auto distribute ones. This is somebody's property as well, so I'm not sure if I should do this. Yeah, I can refill here. Okay, good. Somebody's pond, but there's puddles here. Big puddles. If you can see those. Okay, only 6,000 liters, so it's not a ton. It's a nice capacity. Alright, I gotta get to putting in my fences. Well, let's get this started. At least we'll be doing something. Gonna let that unload. Let's get in here. Okay, big greenhouse. It only holds 8,000, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. That's gonna be some work. Now, if we go back to, and give me 1 second. All right, so I'll just read it off to you here. So we need 5 pallets of eggs. What we need from the greenhouse for this year is 5 pallets of strawberries, 5 pallets of lettuce, and 5 pallets of tomatoes. So I'm going to activate all of those. What did I say? Strawberries and lettuce. Yep. Eventually we're going to need the rest, except I didn't put Napa cabbage in down the road, but that's all right. That's fine. Okay, we're off. Stuff's starting to produce, and lettuce is going to be the slowest one. We got to get 5 of each. So, all right. Greenhouse underway. The idea really is that, we're going to be able to, I think the whole year, I guess, right? Let us drop this off. I can stay there for now. And then I'm going to, what am I doing next? Can this pull a trailer? I don't think so. I gotta get this guy back to the farm. Okay, give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna bring some stuff back to the farm and we'll be right back. Okay. I am going to just let this, I want to say, cruise control. I want to look at something while we're driving. I just want to get ourselves a little straight here so I don't wipe out. And I want to look at the crop calendar for a second. I need to figure out grass I can do starting in March. And usually 3 months. Yeah, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem with feed. Oh, I did not plan this properly. This will be extra challenging. Field grass is a different thing than grass. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a few vetch rye, silage maize. Oh, no. How did I go off that far? Oops, nobody saw that. Yeah, we're off to a rocky start, guys. I gotta figure out how to do this. Gotta figure it out. I'm starting to think that animal feed. I'm trying to justify myself here. You can probably tell. Animal feed. I said I could have farm products that I could buy, no problem. But food, I have to make my own. The problem is animal feed, like chicken food and bales and stuff like that, is farm products, but it's also food. So I don't know if it qualifies that I can buy. I guess where I'm going with this is, am I allowed to buy food for the animals? At the very least, to get started in year one, because that would just get me going, right? Yeah, I gotta think about that. Maybe I'll do like a poll or something. I don't know. Or maybe just let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in trouble a little bit, I think. Just with the cows. It's only really the cows that are stressing me out. The chickens is no problem because we can buy enough chickens that they can lay, you know, the 5 pallets of eggs easily in the later part of the year. I am going to, I don't know if this is a good idea, I'm going to use the chicken barn as a shed for the harvester. Don't know if that's a good idea. Might be the manure pit, you know what I mean? We'll find out. Alright, I got some more stuff to bring back, but I don't want to do that right now, so we're going to carve out some more fields. Let's do that. What I'll do is we'll carve them out together, and then maybe off camera I'll actually plow them all out. Okay, so I do need more grass. So we're going to extend this project here quite a bit. This field is nowhere near enough. It looked big in the last episode for some reason, but... Alright, let's drop this down. We're going to stretch this out. I'm going to go a bit further here. And then we're just going to head across this way. We're going to aim for that beehive. We're going to take up the whole area to our right. It will be for grass. And we're going to need a grain field. So that we can feed the chickens. And we are going to need we have to get pigs in year 2, so I need to feed them the right stuff. So I think we need, let's say, maybe 2 grain fields. We can do sorghum or corn. Probably do sorghum because I have the proper header. Keep it cheap. And what else am I going to need? That's the key thing here, is we're really going to have to think about what we need in the future and not just right now kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to mark that off for now. I'll probably adjust this a little bit. Now I need 2 more fields, one of which needs to be a half decent size. And I still have to leave room for other productions. So we're going to need another greenhouse for mushrooms, and we are going to need production to process sugar. which is going to be probably sugar beet. And we're going to need a production to make preserves. I think that's it. I'm looking at the list here, guys, but you guys, by all means, you know, you can have a look at the list too, right? It's in the description. So I think I'm going to make 2 long fields here. Again, we can always change this. Why isn't that going down? Okay, there we go. So I'm going to make 2 long fields. They'll be easy to work. They're not going to be square fields. They're going to be angled a little bit because the natural property does change. Like it's not nice and square. A bit of a sharp turn, but not too sharp. And we'll come up here. That's the beauty of the greenhouses. Sorry, not the greenhouses, the beehives, as we've got them scattered, and that should dramatically, well, not dramatically, it should significantly impact our yields. Fix that. It's not a good turn. Okay, we're going to adjust that in a bit. Let's pick that up and I'll make the other field. You guys can understand. I hope you guys can understand what I'm doing here, right? These will be long fields. I gotta make sure that I leave room. I gotta do a bit more smoothing there. I'm recording this Friday evening. I was supposed to go with, if I don't impede on the pallet warehouse there. I was supposed to go with Mrs. Buttercup, my lovely wife, to markets today. However, we are expecting a special delivery at the house, a medical device for my stepdaughter. Heal up her ankle, and as luck would have it, it's out for delivery right now, and it's really important. We got to get it. So, those of you who have been following along with that story, it's an update. Her heel is, her ankle is not healing very quickly, and that's causing concern. So, the special device, I forget what it's called, Exogen or something like that, a special device that basically helps. It's like an ultrasound kind of system, but it helps heal bone. So the good news is she's at home. She's figuring stuff out. She's doing her own thing, and she's got some friends helping her now. So she's not under our direct care, but the device was ordered to come here because she's going to have to come here anyway for the doctor. When she gets the device, she has to go with it to the doctors. So anyways, I'm waiting for it. No delivery yet. FedEx. So I'm going to have, right after I record this, I'll have a nice little dinner by myself. And I don't know what I'm going to do afterwards. Mrs. Buttercup, oops, missed a spot. Mrs. Buttercup doesn't get home till about 8:39 at night. few hours to play video games. That's probably what I'll do. So these are kind of strange fields, but they're gonna, you know, they're gonna work out. We're gonna get this knocked out. I'm very kind of tempted to build everything I need right now. I'm not sure I've got the money to do it though. Like the mushrooms, I don't need them for this year, but I will need them for next year. So should I... Oh man, I need a bakery. I have to make bread. I need a bakery and a grain mill as well when we don't have enough money. What the heck did I do with this challenge? I'm sorry, I'm getting really worried already. Like I said, we can do contracts with our own equipment, so I'm gonna have a look. Obviously with this size equipment I can't do big contracts. But we got to figure out some way to get money in very regularly. And I'm thinking the greenhouse is going to be the thing, and I'm also thinking should maybe get the mushroom one. I am going to widen these fields out a little bit. Gonna make them a little bit bigger. Just wanted to get the initial thing down. I don't need that much room between the fields, between these two fields, and I can probably hug the other side where the beehives are a lot closer. We may just move ahead. Yeah, maybe we're going to do that. Though I can't really do too much until I finish these fields, right? Now I do have some trees there. Our property extends out into those trees, so I could process some trees, you know, whether it be with a wood chipper or just selling the logs. I could do that. That's one way to make some money. Come on, you can do it. Just a little bit. Okay. How's that look? That's actually not bad. I kind of like it. I'm going to go down this way. Let's get this started. I'm going to go down this way, but when I get to the other side, I'm actually going to go on the outside and extend out a little bit. I have to put on my, yeah, my wife and I, a few years ago decided we were going to go crazy and do the whole homesteading, self-sufficiency thing at our own home. We have 2 acres, not 12 or 10. I gotta go here. But so we did a ton of homework and about, you know, what we can do, right? The thing is, we came down to, there's this concept called, I think it's called square foot gardening. But ultimately it's using the absolute maximum of your available space for growing stuff. And you can mix things, you know, close to each other, companion planting, so that certain types of plants get along with other plants. Some Certain types of plants are not that great with each other. So I'm thinking kind of what I gotta do here, not so much about the companion planting, but we gotta use every single little bit of this place. So I'm gonna have to work the fields a little bit more, I think. Since I'm gonna be doing a lot of the work manually, I will not need to be, you know, designing my fields based on how workers are gonna perform. Which I do, you know, I do definitely keep that in mind when I'm designing field layouts. I feel like even though the beehives are where I put them, I'm almost tempted to pick them up and move them back a bit further. Got to put them right on the edge of the property. I don't think they are right on the edge of the property, but one of the things I'll need to be wary about is it will be very easy or tempting to buy as many cows as I can. I don't need to buy the maximum. I really just need to buy what I can afford to feed, kind of thing, right? So this year I only need to sell 2 beef cattle, so there's 0 point in there's 0 point in getting more. And I can get the beef cattle as calves, right? They don't need to produce, whereas the dairy cattle, I need to milk kind of right away. I can't wait for them to get to puberty. So dairy cattle I will be buying based on the ability to produce milk right away. I don't know if that made sense, but yeah. I only need 2,000 liters of milk. Like, as a matter of fact, might be able to get away with 1 cow. But I think I will get 2. 2 dairy cows and 2 calves for beef cattle. I think that's all I'm going to get. Next year, it doubles. Well, more than doubles. As far as the milk is concerned, I need 5,000 liters, which is still not that much. But I need 4 beef cattle, which will buy, you know, calves right at the beginning. But I also need to do pigs. Okay, I had to pause there for a minute. The delivery came, so we have that medical device. And it is a bit late for me to head over to join Mrs. Buttercup at the market. So it's an hour drive. It's a bit over an hour actually. So market only goes till 7, I think it is. I would just make it for her to pack up. You know, that doesn't sound good. I originally planned to take the afternoon off. She has to leave at noon, 12:30 for this. Anyways, next Friday. All right. We're almost done with field 2. I think I'm just going to leave them like this for now. We'll see how it goes. The other one has to get done. No, I'll do that other one off camera. It's a much bigger field. Get it ready. Oh, I always mess that up. Got a bit over there to fix. I think this tractor is actually going to be really good for this farm. I think this is a good size tractor. Jeez. Kind of hard to see though. I find, I don't know about you guys, but I find this snow in FS25 is very hard on my eyes. Come on. Okay, a little bit here. And a little bit here. A little bit here. A little bit here. I think we're good. Okay, so we got 2 fields done, ready to go. And then I've got 1 more that's going to obviously take a much longer time. So I think what I'm going to do, I can't plant it right away. So I think we'll move ahead till next month. And then we'll see. I keep working on that field. Do I need to turn that off yet, just in case? Stop here for now. Actually, put it away. Stop being a slacker. There we go. Looks like there's lights back there. Is there a light switch somewhere? Don't see a light switch anywhere. No. Got nice eavesdropping though. Okay. Let's rest. Let's rest. Not sure what the forecast is for next month. Let's look at that before we move on. February looks like snow as well. Good news is we should have some honey and we should have some greenhouse products. All right, a little bit nicer out. Still cold though. Don't know if we got any snow in the forecast. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like we have any snow in the forecast today. Well, that's good. It's winter though, but all right, let's see how our greenhouse did. I have this stuff set to not spawn. Yeah, we're making some progress already. So I'm gonna spawn it. Change output mode, tomatoes, select spawn, strawberries spawn, lettuce spawn. And then we'll, there they go. And we'll start putting them away, right? That's the goal. As they become available, we're going to pop them in here and we're going to store it. And we need 5 of each of these pallets for this year. Are those snow-covered tomatoes? It looks like snow-covered tomatoes. Why is only the tomatoes snow-covered? That's weird. Okay. All right. Next up, I want to look at any good deals today. Nope, nothing really. I want to see about getting some kind of yard vehicle, and I don't want to spend a lot of money on this. I just need it to cart pallets around. So it's either skid steers, forklifts, telehandlers, front loaders, wheel loaders. Maybe I just get a front loader for my tractor. I think I'd be wasting money, right? I think I would be wasting money. I gotta think about that. One of these nice little MXs here. A110, is this one smaller? I need the smallest possible. Stole. I think I put a stole thing on there, didn't I? 500 bucks. I think it'd be a lot cheaper if I just get pallet forks, then I can move my pallets around. I mean, I could super strength them, but I don't want it in this series. It's going to be small. I can do it. Okay. Crop calendar. I want to look at that right now. It is February. I can put in cotton or field grass. And honestly, I don't know what field grass is. I don't know how that's going to affect the feeding and making hay and stuff. So I'm going to stay away from it. I'm just going to wait next month for real grass, and we'll put that in right away. What else will I be able to do next month? Grapes, grass, oats. I can put in oats, which I think is what we're going to do for the straw. Oh no, chickens don't eat oats. Olives, peas, poplar, potatoes, spinach, sugar beet, sunflower. I want sorghum. I think we're going to get sorghum for the chickens for feed. That's got to wait till April. Okay, I'm just thinking it through, guys. All right. All right, so I'm going to head back. I'm going to head back to the store once again, and we're going to pick up a front loader and some pallet forks. I think we'll do that, and then we'll start storing our very first products. Actually, you know what I didn't check? I did not check for honey. Let me just back up for a second here. Where did I put the honey spawn point? Behind the house. Sorry guys, give me a second. And there is no honey. Uh-oh. Okay. We'll see. I wonder if there's a time of year that honey comes in. One thing I did not discuss about this map is collectibles. I don't know if there are any. I have no idea. I have not seen any. So I'm assuming maybe there isn't. We'll see. I don't think we'll be collecting them. I mean, I don't mind collecting them when they're like $1,000 per collectible. Like that's, you know, that's peanuts. What I don't like, however, is when it's like 50,000 per. Even 10,000 is a lot. I'm just looking at my tire tracks and I'm turning dirt sometimes. It's kind of weird back there. Okay, I did put the stole doesn't open till 9. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna just gonna get off the road here so the traffic can get through. I guess we're gonna sit back and have a little nap in the car till it's time to get. No, it's time for the store to open. All right, there we go. I did speed up the clock a little bit. That's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, front loader. So let's jump here. I just want to double check, make sure we did get stall. And customize, and we do have stall. Okay. So let's pick up front loader. I think this is what we're going to be looking at. This requires 110 horsepower. That's a lot. Yikes. My tractor doesn't have 110. Oi. Maybe I can just get a small MX-40. I think that's going to be And classic green, nature green. Let's do that. We'll get the MX one. Should fit on there, I think. Euro manual, MX manual. And mock. I don't know what that does. Okay. All right, let's buy this. 54.75. Let's make sure it fits and that it works. Looks huge. Okay, only Stoll is compatible. Okay, maybe I need to change out from Stoll. I don't know if this what that's going to cost me though. Vent. There's a fence setting. Looks like it's going to cost me 1,500 one way or the other. There's a fence setting. I'm wondering if there's a fence specific front loader for this. It's the GTA one, Xylon one. What about this? That's an old style though. I don't know if I want that. Okay, we're gonna buy this. I gotta return the other one. Didn't fit. The vendor sold me something that didn't fit, so I can take it back. MX, I lost a little bit of money. Not much. It's not worth crying about. All right, let's try this. This guy's staring at my tractor. People are creepy around here. Oh, it's pointing that way. What the heck? I just had another idea though. I know I'm floundering. Tools not compatible. All right, this is getting ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I got a plan. Let's sell that. I could just drag it over there, shove it over there somehow. But I think what I'm gonna do is we just need it to pick up pallets, right? So I'm wondering if where is it in here? I wonder if that's good enough. Or there's one of these. That's a bit more expensive though, isn't it? I can carry multiple with this. That's the nice part. Let's get this. We'll splurge. I'm going to buy this. Still way cheaper than the skid steer. Okay. I'm going to put this on the front. That's the nice thing about this. I can run it on the front or the back. And then I'm going to bring the baler back. And I'll have to come back and get the trailer. All right, off we go. Oh. Hang on a second. I can bring that bag back, I think. Think I can do that, right? Why not? I would need to, whoa! Is there a way to, okay, that'll widen. Is there a way for me to tilt that back a bit? I don't see a tilt feature. It's a widen. It's up and down. There's no tilt back feature. Okay, that's fine. So thinking about it, it's probably around the same price to get. Well, it's a little bit more expensive, I guess, than picking up front loader and pallet forks, right? I think it's still okay. The cheapest skid steer is 15,000, so automatically I'm saving 5,000 bucks. I gotta be really careful with my money, though. I'm looking at the clock here, and we're at the hour, so I think we're gonna wrap it up soon. Now, I think what I'll do off camera, I'll finish that field, the grass field, and I might just do some minor adjustments to the fields we just created. And then we'll be ready. I think we're gonna kind of be set up to be ready to move on to March next month. We could get going on a few things. I need the grass in ASAP. And I do have a problem. Like, I'm not gonna get eight-month-olds. Wait a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a second. I just had a thought. I just had a thought, and I like it. I like it a lot. So the rule is that I need 4 beef cattle at least 8 months old. However, when you buy them, you can get them at 0 and you can get them at 6. 6 seems like cheating a little bit. No, there's going to be these guys. It's going to be the Angus. There's 0 months. Yeah, 6 months would be cheating a little bit, I think. It wouldn't feel right. So these, I have to buy these April at the latest, and I have to start feeding them. Yeah, I got a problem. Okay, I'll figure it out. I would like to try to stick to the rules as much as possible. I don't want to be, taking all kinds of shortcuts, because it was a bad idea to design that way. I want to live up to the challenge, right? So I got to think about it. If you guys have any wonderful ideas on how I can get hay faster, let me know. Put it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. Hay and chicken feed. So, I mean, worst case scenario, I may just, humble myself and just buy some to get them started. It's not something I really thought through, but we'll see. Let's fire that up. Just gonna let's put this stuff away. Seed. I'm not sure where to put seed. Can I get in here? Oh, let's pop the seed over there. And then we'll put the baler in here too. I'm hoping I could supplement my both income and hay by doing baling contracts. Oh, there we go. Let me put these away and then we'll wrap up, guys. It might be a bit of a long episode, but I'm sure you guys don't mind too much. Oh, that doesn't go down very low. Might have a problem. Oh no. Okay. Jeez. Life's not easy. Let's see if the back goes lower. Oh, I'm an idiot. V to lower the PT, the 3-point. Yeah. Let's drop these down on here. And pick those up. Doing it from a weird angle. I know what you guys are thinking. I'll grab the lettuce. And then we'll head over and drop this off in the special pallet warehouse. This is where we're going to be storing the stuff that we are not selling. This is the stuff that is going to be part of the challenge goals. So for the first year, it's not a big deal, but they're all stored nice in here, and we can see what's in there exactly. We can compare the counts for everything. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed episode number 2. And we'll get going with episode 3 very soon. Like I said, I will finish plowing out that bigger grass field. That's going to be grass, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Anyways, if you're enjoying this, please consider hitting the like button on your way out. If you're not already subscribed, please do. And you'll get updates on what's going on. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Hope you have an amazing day.